He was there. He was there, yeah. Definitely there. Oh boy, yeah, he was there. Did he start again? Yeah, he did start again. So the guys that are about the Frenchman
Yeah. Thank you very much, Robert. Yes, this is it. Here we go again. Supersport United get us underway as they look to try and keep this outstanding record against Kaizer Chiefs going. Chiefs attempting to do something that they have not done in 5 years, and that's gain a victory. The occasion is Coca-Cola Cup. The protagonists are the same as we saw in SAA Super 8. What? The question is, what will the result be? We'll take you through the changes in a minute now as Besuma immediately there closed down by Ricardo Katza. Throw in there by Zwane. This has been a most extraordinary fixture in the last 5 years. Pitso Mosimane yet to taste defeat as coach of Supersport United against Kaizer Chiefs. A referee there you saw momentarily, Jonas Nhlapo. Collinson Besuma, the man who will be watched, 2 goals in the Coca-Cola Cup, 14 in all competitions. Definitely the danger man for Kaizer Chiefs, leading the attack together with David Khatebe, the hapless David Khatebe, but a player with immense talent and a real danger. This is Titi Mahua, who's in the side, having recovered from injury. One of 4 changes made from the team that lost 2-0. Titi Mahua passed the late fitness test. He's one of the 4 changes that has been made by Pitso Mosimane. Now a mistake here could be costly for Kaizer Chiefs. To Mokoro, exchanging passes here on the edge of the box. But Chiefs recover. David Khatebe. So, blue is the color in Bloemfontein. Supersport United with a lighter shade of blue, and Chiefs in the royal blue jerseys, hoping for a change of fortune in the changed strip. Athazwane back in the lineup, having missed a game against the Black Leopards. One of 3 changes that Ted Dimitri has made from that side. As Tiko makes a run, they'll be looking to him to try and start firing. He's really been disappointed since making the move. Richard Ranchi back to torment Chiefs here. Phil Evans also gets back into the starting lineup. Oh, a mistake again. Oh! Spiwe Mkonza, a player who has come under stern examination recently, nearly making a costly mistake, and a chance here for a shot. Chiefs hold strong at the back. Collinson Besuma there, losing out. Ranchi, good skills here from Ranchi. Tina Shenengo Masha to the rescue. Now David Khatebe looking to take them on. He's got Besuma with him. Opportunity for Chiefs here. A great ball, but the flag is up. Flag is up for offside against Collinson Besuma. David Khatebe delivering the pass a fraction of a second late there, but oh, I think that I don't think he was offside. The call was made by the near side official, Reginald Mutrong. Touch for Rowan Fernandez. Now this is a free kick, will go against Chiefs. You see there, Mafiga Sibego tangling with Gerald Sibego. Mafiga Sibego, of course, who missed that SAA Super 8 final because he was suspended. But noticeable to see also in the Chiefs lineup, Gerald Sibego retaining his place after his good performance against Black Leopards. Phil Evans. Promising stuff, a great start from both sides here. It seems like they're going to both play attacking football, which is a relief from what we saw in the SAA Super 8, where Chiefs were really the main attacking force, whilst United absorbed all the pressure and won via penalty. Now that's a good ball for Ranchi to chase. Can he get a good ball in here? It's not a bad looking one here, and a spectacular effort there was from Teo Mokoro, a Free State boy looking to do well here in front of his hometown crowd. Good ball from Ranchi, and a spectacular effort, well off target in the end, but I think it must have gotten a touch on its way through here, because it's a throw into United. Ranchi. Mhlanhla Kubeka is going to have his hands full there with Richard Ranchi, as you see Tito Musimani involved in a bit of a nasty scene in the tunnel there before the start of the game. Not quite sure what it was all about. And foot up there. David Khadebe, dangerous play against Edward Williams. So Asande Ngobese getting a talking to from Jonathan Tlapo. Asking him to tidy up his act, so to speak, tucking his shirt, look presentable. This is a cup final. Restart from Fernandes. Evans gets up well. Comes to Mokoro. Support from Mahwa. Nice ball here from Mokoro. As he just loses his footing there. Mokoro is enough for Ron Fernandes. Fernandes, the hero of the semi-final, with all those saves in the penalty shootout. Seemingly the work that has been done by Reina Dinkelbacher has helped a lot, because it seems that he's a rejuvenated character, and is Ron Fernandes. Kept the clean sheet, of course, last week. It's too long here for Besuma. Well, it's been a long time since a player has burst onto the scene and made the impact that Collins and Besuma has made. 14 goals so far. He has promised to deliver 40. Ted Dumitru and Ace Kusa sitting on the bench today. Dr. Kumalo is also here, along of course with Farouk Khan. So Evans tracking back. Calvin Marlin, who also missed the SAA Super 8 final. Wendell Robinson was the man favored that occasion. Here's Mahwa. And it's great to hear the Celtic fans who have been adopted by Supersport United, or who have adopted Supersport United, making some real noise behind the goal of Calvin Marlin. Really makes for a fantastic atmosphere and a real buzz in the ground. Sibego preferred to the birthday boy, Shoes Moshreu. Now then, could be something on for Chiefs here. They're lining up in the box. Athazwani, who's had a good run in the Coca-Cola Cup. 2 goals for him. Good work here from Sibego. Now Khadebe's in here! Into the side netting. Oh, and Athazwani's follow-up is a poor one. Did that stay in play? It has. Here's Ngobese. Play on, says the referee. Supersport have stopped playing. Chance for Khadebe. And the block comes from Williams. Now the counter can come from Supersport United. Tico. Mokoro's kept his run going. Now a ball looking for Raselemane. It's almost an excellent ball there from Tico. Tantalizing ball played in there by Tico. But Nengomasha read it well. Have a look at this again from Khadebe. There, denied by the upright. Might remember in the SAA final, you saw how Besuma rattled the upright as well early on in the game. But here's Sibego now. Looking for the 1-2. This is good football from Kaizer Chiefs. Hadebe stay in the middle. Comes to Hadebe. Zwane is also looking for it. Chance for Chiefs here. Zwane! He's already got 2 in this competition as Arthur Zwane. That was a splendid passage of play by Kaizer Chiefs. And Zwane's shot just sailing over the crossbar. But this is a fantastic start to the game, being played at a furious pace. So 10 minutes into it, as I said, Deshi, this game is off to one blistering start.
Really furious pace here, but I think it's as a result of Supersport, the way they play in it. They've pushed Mokoro forward down this left-hand side, Reinke forward down the right-hand side, Rasilimani up front, so there's 3 up front, Tico playing just behind them, and this is Mokoro in your picture there, pushed by Nzama in the back of Mokoro, and I think it's as a result of that Supersport are a little bit open in midfield.
Well, they've got a free kick here now, Supersport United. Mokoro and Evans standing over it. Evans delivers. And Tinashe Nengomasha taking no chances there. Behind for a corner. There's Phil Evans, who's been linked with a move to Europe. A couple of teams been mentioned in the Netherlands. So Ranchi will deliver the corner. Fernandez kept his eye on it. Could only punch it away. Now the break could be on. Here's Ngobese. Decides to hold it up. Khadebe running onto this one. He's done well, yes, David Khadebe. Besuma's here. Closed down quickly by Katla. Katla, who did such a job on him in that final of the SAA Super 8. Just over elaborating their Chiefs, and it's Mafika Sbego that comes away with it. I beg your pardon, Williams playing it with Phil Evans. Rasilimani was offside and was spotted by Luyanda Somi. Tico, it was in fact that just straight offside there. And far side official Luyanda Somi making the call. Well, Jonas Nhlapo is very strict about dress code this evening. Spito Musimane looking to inflict more heartbreak on the Kaizer Chiefs fraternity. Mokoro couldn't keep it in play. Mahwa. There they are. They call them Masokolare, but today they're cheering for Matsatsantsa. Williams. Now taking it forward is Sibego. Good ball in here. It's a Rasilimani. Another Bloemfontein boy looking to do well here in his home turf, or in his hometown. Ambram Milato Rasilimani. This ball looking for Besuma. Katla going with him. And again, good work from Sboniso Katla. And it's a goal kick. Staying very tight on Besuma again, young Katla. Really, for a youngster so young, Sboniso Katla shows great maturity and composure. Without a doubt, man of the match in that SAA Super 8 final. Long one from Marlin. Our conditions couldn't be better for football. We had a bit of a downpour later on this afternoon around 5 o'clock. But this field drained fantastically well. And conditions are absolutely perfect here for a great game of football. As you've seen already, the players running at full speed. Supersport knocking it around. Williams to Phil Evans. This is more like it from Supersport, but as I say that, of course, Tico puts a foot wrong with a stray pass. There is Shoes Mushreo, the birthday boy, left on the bench today. He is 39 years old, is Shoes Mushreo, and hoping that today will be a happy one for him. Free kick goes against Supersport United here. Gerald Sebego, and a player who's always been on the fringes here in the Chiefs side. Never really commanded a regular place, but he seems to be coming into his own now. And he's kept the great Shoes Mushreo on the bench today. Zama chipping it into the box. Gomez, here's Sebego. Well, that one didn't quite go according to plan. So Mukoro caught in possession and then fouls Cyril Nzama. And a foul there by Mahwa on Thazwani. And that's the first yellow card of the game, and well deserved too. Jonathan Shapa showing a no-nonsense approach here. Seti Mahwa, first player into the referee's book. So, free kick for Chiefs now. Besuma, as always, the target man. He's got Kata with him. This one is going to be easy for Calvin Marlin. Now Richard Ranchi, but even Hay couldn't keep that in play. The speedy Ranchi, youngster from Tsanin. Zama now looking for Zwane. Succeeds in finding Marlin. Now here's Tico Bukwani. Edward Williams. Good ball here for Rasulemani. Mukoro in support. Rasulemani gets it in. Away by Ngobese. Edward Williams showed too much of that one to Tinashe Ngomasha. Here's Ranchi. We're playing it with Manuel Tico Bukwani, a man who knows all about winning the Coca-Cola Cup, having scored the winning goal 2 seasons ago for Jomo Cosmos against Chiefs. Ngobese trying to shake off Ranchi and does well. The ever-flashy Asante Ngobese doing some donkey work there. Peter Musimane, can he make it 2 out of 2? This is Kaizer Chiefs' 4th final of the year. And they've come out second best on all 3 previous occasions. Now, could be something on here for Chiefs. Besuma looking to force his way through. Ngobese cutting it back. Danger here. Besuma cleared off the line by Kata. This is good work from Ngobese, keeping it alive. Besuma, but good cover from Ricardo Kata, but Chiefs have a corner here. First corner for the holders of the Coca-Cola Cup. And half a clearance there from Sbego. This is Kubega. Now Ranchi. Oh, he's got the better here of Nengomasha. The number 8, that's going to be a yellow card, surely. Yep, right on cue, Jonas Nshapo. Consistent refereeing from Jonas Nshapo. Nengomasha was beaten for pace. And Ranchi was on his bicycle. And the Zimbabwean had to commit the professional foul. So Nengomasha, second player booked. 20 minutes gone here. And my word, this game is being played at some pace. Good ball for Evans here. Ranchi again, Nengomasha with him. This time Chiefs come away with it. And they can break now. Ngobese. Williams staying with him. So 20 minutes gone. Let's hear from Deshi Tower once again.
Well, I tell you what, Chiefs, it's a lot more organized, a lot more compact in defense and midfield performance than we've seen from them in the Super 8 final. Of course, when they go forward as well, they look very, very dangerous, and they've threatened already on no less than 4 occasions.
Spiwem Konza. A man who's had some mixed fortune in the Coca-Cola Cup. I remember him scoring an own goal and against, as the ball is played in here, Zwane on the end of it, shoved off the ball by Rasilemane, and Jonas Ntapo is having none of it. A bit of shoulder charge there from Rasilemane on the man they call 10-1-1. Sporting that afro. Edward Williams. Now Tico. Kenti. Now this is Evans. Ranchi. Tormenting Chiefs down that right-hand side. Williams. Got at the back. Easily plucked out of here by Ron Fernandez. Confident take from the Chiefs keeper. As the homeboy, or the local boy, Rasilemane. This is his hometown, and he'll be looking to do well in front of his home fans, of course. Matsao, another Free State boy, he's on the bench. See the possession figures slightly favoring Supersport. It's interesting that it's seemed more even than that, but here's Rasilemane now. Rasilemane, he could be in here. That good work from Spiwem Konza. Another one, of course, who started his career here with Bloemfontein Celtic. That's Spiwem Konza. Speaking of a Free State boy, there's another one. David Hatebe. Tigo. Sansa Kubega. Still going. Now Ngobese. David Hadebe in the middle. And Supersport clear their lines confidently with Kaka once again. Now pushing forward. Mokoro. Tico has kept running. Mabedi read it well. Kaizer Chief skipper doing some good work. Nengomasha. Bit scrappy in the middle here, but Chiefs can start it again at the back with Ron Fernandez. Hassan Ngobese. Now Mbesuma is tripped up by Kata, and it's a free kick for Chiefs. In a very dangerous position. This Williams, in fact, got the last touch on Mbesuma. Interesting to note that Pat Mafani didn't lead the Chiefs fans in the singing of what he termed the Chiefs' anthem, a song dedicated to Collins Mbesuma. The last time he did that, it seemed to put a jinx on Mbesuma. He was wrapped up by Swanisa Kata. But let's have a look at this, because Chiefs do have a real opportunity here to do some damage. Calvin Marlin lining up his wall, and any number of players for Chiefs could hit this one. Of course, you would fancy Shoes Michelle in these positions, but he's on the bench. Kept out by Gerald Sibego. As Jonas Ntapo laying down the law there. Sibego looks interested, as does Zwane. Standing off as well there. Looks like Bisuma. It's Sibego. Straight into the wall. Steven Konza laying it back to Ron Fernandez. Flag was up. Referee hasn't spotted it yet, so but allows play to go on. Edward Williams. Now Mahwa with a bit of space down this left-hand side. Tries to pick out Rasilaman, who's offside. According to the far side official, Reginald Mutloung. Reginald Mutloung, I beg your pardon, that is Luyanda Somi from Guguletu in Cape Town, officiating in his first cup final ever. And of course, it's also the first cup final for our referee, Jonas Ntapo, incredibly. He's been a fourth official on 3 different cup final occasions. Now this is good football again now. Nengo Masha. David Khadebe lays it back for Zwane. And hacked away by Tsietsi Mahwa. Nengo Masha here joining the attack. And away from a danger area to the safety of a corner. But of course, more defending now for United to do. And cleared away for Richard Ranchi. Supersport had been defending in numbers, no one upfield. Now they're moving up. Well, that's a nice little touch there from Mafiga Sibego. Kubega, good communication with his goalkeeper. Well, yeah, Chaser is the payoff line of the Coca-Cola Cup. Certainly describes the action thus far in this cup final. Conditions absolutely perfect for football. The surface, marvelous. Everything just right for another exciting cup final between these two teams that you know will go for it hammer and tongs, and it's been positive from both sides. Supersport were criticized for being very defensive and negative again in the previous cup final meeting between these two sides, but now they are really knocking it around, as you can see. Very good positive football now. Here's Tiko Tiko playing it with Mahwa. Mabedi. Away by Nzama. Katsa gets there first. Mbesuma isolated. And well, a body check on Kaka. And Mbesuma sees the funny. I think he knows he was guilty. They have a little body check there on. You can see there a little shove in the back. Well spotted by Jonas Ntapo. Sokaka. Tiko Tiko playing it with Mukoro. Mukoro thought about the shot, and this is good football. Mukoro could be in here. Ron Fernandez gets it away. That was a nice passage of football from Supersport United again. Nengo Masha stays on his feet. Mbesuma. And just getting away from him though. And Marlin happy to watch it behind for a goal kick. Hasn't had a sight on goal. This is Mukoro playing the 1-2 with Rasilemani. But unable to get onto the second ball there. It's a great football we're seeing here. And from being played by both sides as well. Teo Mokoro was rested for the game against United, against Pirates, which United lost, of course, by 2-0. Having a miserable time in the Liga Supersport, lying 11th at the moment, with only 2 wins to their name. Chiefs, with games in hand, are currently 5th. As we hit the half-hour mark here in the Ranchi. And sent tumbling. Free kick for Supersport United. Richard Ranchi. His pace again causing problems. The young under-20 international. Some of the Chiefs fans, they're looking a bit anxious. Well, there were all sorts of predictions about the way this game would go. Some people even suggesting it could be a landslide victory for Chiefs, but no evidence of that thus far. In fact, very evenly poised game here. But it's United here. Maybe can they get the first goal of this Coca-Cola Cup final? It's a dangerous looking ball, as Fernandez forced to take evasive action. And in the end, it's a goal kick for Kaizer Chiefs. Half an hour as we hit that, is it what? Just over half an hour gone here now. Still we await the first goal of the 2004 Coca-Cola Cup final. See there, Fernandez. Not pretty, but effective. So, Deshibek Tower, how are you reading it thus far?
Well, like I said earlier, Chiefs are looking really good. 1 or 2 little concerns at the back, especially with Supersport playing some nice 1-2s just in the last couple of minutes. Chiefs have got to be a little bit concerned about not being caught too square at the back.
The ball looking for Tico there. This is Mahua. Well, that's a crunching challenge on Tico by Mabedi. But here's Zwane. And he's fouled. Referee well positioned to make the call. Wanted to take a quick one there. They have. That's going to be Marlin's ball. Mabedi's headed it down for Tico Bukwani. Here's Tico now. Not the best ball from Tico, but Nengo Masha brings it up. Plays the 1-2 with Zwane. Good football here. Now Mbesuma. Khadebe waiting in the middle. And Gobesa arriving on the scene as well. Touch from Gobesa. Phil Evans is there. Now Edward Williams. Good run from Williams. Can he pick out Mokoro? Good ball here for Mokoro. Oh my word. Shocking. Shocking comes to mind there. That's poor stuff from Mokoro. It was a great ball in for him, but on his left foot produced a poor shot. That was a real opportunity for Supersport United. Again, another excellent build-up from the Matsatsansa boys. Pizzo Musimani and the rest of the bench were furious with that effort from Mokoro. On the other hand, Ted Dimitra cutting a calm figure there. Here's Phil Evans. Ranchi. Oh, he's done well, but in the end, the attentions of Nhlanhla Kubega enough to put him off getting a good cross in. Goal kick it is then for Rowan Fernandez. Of course, the winner of the Coca-Cola Cup, Rowan Fernandez, with Chiefs last season. And while a couple of clashes there as Nengomasha is tripped up by Williams. Jonas Nhlapo has kept a tight rein on proceedings here. It's played it straight to Sibego. Ngobese wide. That's Marlon's territory, and he claims it. Now Mokoro with space. Rasilemane Mabedi tight on him. Oh, it could fall through here for Rasilemane. He's on his own. Oh, it was a handball there from Mabedi. That was a handball from Mabedi, from Nzama, beg your pardon. Cyril Nzama definitely seemed to handle that ball. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Well, he didn't maybe handle it. In his defense, it hit his hand, but he seemed to be moving his hand out of the way. So, play continues here with Ranchi. Tiko with him there. And Ranchi overrunning it on that occasion. Here's Nengomasha. Lombo looking for Zwane. Watched by Mahwa there. Throw into his Chiefs. Asande Ngobese looking to take on Phil Evans. Ngobese gets the cross in. No damage done. Counter-attack is on here for United. Mukoro. It's a poor ball from Cho Mukoro. Now Sibego. Nice ball from him to find Ngobese. It's Ngobese again, teasing Evans. Ngobese still going. Ngobese! Oh! All it needed was a touch. That's a good run. That's more positive stuff from Asande Ngobese, who's got a tendency to be a bit flashy, but that was good positive football from him. Getting the better there of Phil Evans. That's more like it from the youngsters. Clearly, seemingly a bit of discipline coming into his game now. United have got it here with Ranchi tearing down the middle here. Kubega going with him and does well, doesn't Sansa Kubega. Still Kubega. Ngobese going the wrong way now. Comes to Spiwem Konza. Ron Fernandez sizing up the options upfield. He's looking for Zwane there, but Mahwa is out on that one. Zama. Offside flag is up against Ngobese. This won't count. The flag was up a long time ago, so it wouldn't have counted. Reginald Mutloung. This is his 9th cup final. Reggie Mutloung. His last cup final wasn't a major competition because it was the Vodacom Cup final, Vodacom Challenge final. And the flag was up long before that. The offside flag was up long before that particular incident that you just saw there. Throw-in goes the way of United. It's another throw-in for Supersport United here as we approach half-time. Still looking for the opening goal. Teo Mukor. Edward Williams. COCA. Spawns of COCA. Good switching of play there. Fancy footwork from Mukoro. Chiefs come away with it though. Nengo Masha. Cyril Nzama looking for Besuma. This is Besuma. Good turn from Besuma. 2 men on him. Got going with him, but that's the strength of the man. He still kept going, stayed on his feet. Besuma, but came off second best there as it's a corner given.
Well, I'll tell you what, Skara Ngabese down the left-hand side for Chiefs is giving Phil Evans a torrid time. He's really very, very dangerous. Chiefs as a whole look very dangerous going forward, and Supersport certainly need to do something about that. But it seems to be following very much the same pattern as the Super 8 final earlier this year.
You did right there, Deshi. No goals as we approach halftime. And in fact, Chiefs haven't scored in the last 3 matches against the Supersport United. Now there could be something on here, and Ngobese again. Phil Evans at his guard again. Well, he gets the block in this time. They said, yeah, goals have been few and far between Chiefs and Supersport. Oh, 4 Chiefs against Supersport recently. Of course, they lost the final 1-0 in the SAA Super 8, but thrashed 3-0 in the league, and before that lost 1-0. So the last time they scored, Shoes Moshreu and Musasa were on target in a 2-all draw. Have a look at Ranchi's ball in here. Oh! Fernandez came out and missed it. Could have been dangerous. Now here's Khatebe. Besuma is offside. The flag was a bit late, but it did come up from Mutlomu. Slightly offside there, Besuma. As a Flair fan, he's a Pirates supporter though. Wrong game. But I wonder who he's cheering for. Pirates, of course, going great guns at the moment. Top of the log, undefeated. So the 2 men that last scored against Supersport United, Shoes Mosho and Kabamba Musasa, both on the bench. But of course, Besuma is a player well capable of finding a goal. Here's Tiko now. Rasilamani making a run for him. And went pear-shaped. As Manuel Tiko Bukane. Can he be a hero for Supersport as he was for Joma Cosmos 2 seasons ago? Sponiso Kaka. Edward Williams. Spego there with biting at his heels. Bukwani. Nice little ball there now for Tiko to chase. Mabedi staying close to him. That's the Chiefs throw in. Well, that's what is at stake. And if Chiefs win it today, they get to keep this trophy. And of course, there's a small matter of a check for 2 million rand. So, but at this stage, we are nowhere closer to knowing which way it'll be going, because it's still 0-0 on a brilliant evening for football in Bloemfontein. Good work here from Mafigas Bego. and he's been hammered as Sbego. Mafiga Sbego. It's a crunching challenge on Sbego by Maberi. Oh, that had everything wrong with it. Studs up. Maberi is an uncompromising type of character. Certainly wouldn't describe him as a dirty player, but that was nasty. So Mafiga Sbego will have been relieved to have made it to gain fitness for this cup final. Wouldn't have wanted to miss out on another cup final, having missed the last one. There they are, some of the Matsatanta followers. But of course, Chiefs fans dominating. Looking around, it's a near capacity crowd. Capacity, I think, estimated at 38,000. We are very close to that as Jonathan Tlapo has a few choice words with the Chiefs captain. It's a free kick for Supersport United. Phil Evans was dangerous from this type of territory. Ryan Fernandez will need to be alert here. Phil Evans, of course, the scorer of that winning goal in the SAA Super 8 final. Scored his first ever goal as a professional against Chiefs as well. So he clearly enjoys scoring against the Amakosi. And now here, looking to see if he can break the deadlock before the break. It's Kata that hits it though. Well off target though. Bit of a waste. Ricardo Kata, 4 goals for him this season. Not bad for a fullback. He's quite a regular scorer. Got 4 last season as well, did Ricardo Kata, but here's Mbesuma. Jonathan Tlapo has seen enough for the first half. A most entertaining half of football. Chances at both ends. Collins Mbesuma has always been a factor, but hasn't had a clear sight on goal. But really, it's been a fantastic half of football here. Been played in absolutely great conditions. Radebe has been probing all the time in that supporting role for Mbesuma. Mafiga Sbego, well, saw him get clattered into towards the end there. But that's the story of the first half here at Vodacom Park in Bloemfontein. It's Kaizer Chiefs 0, Supersport United 0. You do not want to miss the second half. Welcome back to Vodacom Park for the second half of what has been a truly exciting game of football. It's cup final stuff indeed. And it's all even as Jonathan Tlapo gets the second half underway, and it's Chiefs now working the field from right to left as you look at things. So perhaps maybe Chiefs having the slightly better chances in the first half. Supersport also with 4 shots at goal. So it's been a very evenly balanced match as Radebe leaves the ball behind. Tico pulling the strings there just behind the front men for Supersport United. So Both these teams, of course, needed penalties to get to the final. Let's hope this one isn't decided by penalties. It really would not be a good way to finish what's been a great game. Now here's Katebe playing it with Mbesuma. Ngobese made a run as well, but he was slightly offside. I think he was offside, and that's taken away at the feet of Katebe. Now Edward Williams. Not a good ball from Williams. Back to the keeper by Mkwanza. Mbesuma, Kakla going with him. Is it out to turn and face him? Kakla stands his ground well, and it's a corner for Kaizer Chiefs. Fourth final in a row. Every time the final of the Coca-Cola Cup has been played, Chiefs have been there. That's, of course, since the tournament, the competition was brought back to the PSL calendar. Ngobese now with a corner. Away from the danger area. And Rasilemane has got Ranchis making a run for him. Well read there by the skipper Mabedi. Rasilemane leading the attack with, of course, they've got three attacking players in the form of Tico, Rasilemane, and Ranchi. And, of course, Mokoro, make that four. Easy enough for Ron Fernandez. Now Arthur Zwane, haven't seen too much of him in this game. Can he come to life in the second half? Mbesuma. It's a good challenge by Mahua on Mbesuma. Now Mafigas Bego. Wide to Mukoro. This is going to be too long for Rasilemane. Long throw from Fernandez. That's one strength of Fernandez's game, is his distribution. It's really top class. Zwane finds Ngobese. Touch, setting it up there. Shot! Oh, that was not far. That was not far. Ngobese is having the game of his life here. Really have not seen Ngobese play this well in a Chiefs jersey. Or perhaps in the last two games he really has come into his own. That wasn't far. It was teed up nicely for him by Mbesuma. Just wide of the target. I don't think Marlon would have known too much about that one. He hit it hard. Now Zwane. This is Sibego. Good ball to Zwane. Mbesuma waiting in the middle. Kadebe arriving as well. Supersport do tidy up well there. Space for Mukoro. Rasilemane. Good work here by Nengo Masha in the middle of the park. Richard Ranchi colliding there with Kubega. Quick throw from Evans. Ranchi. Now could be a chance for Tico. The block came from Nzama. Probing all the time, our Chiefs. Long ball forward here. Got of all people in a forward position, yeah. Now, should I beg your pardon? It wasn't Mbesuma there being guarded there by Sponiso Kakla, who was facing his own goal. Could have been in all sorts of problems there. Rasilemane has a bit of space. Still Rasilemane gets the cross in. Tico got the shot in, but not on target. We're about to see the first change of the game. Now about to see the first change of the game. It's going to come from Supersport United. Dane Klate Replaces Teo Mukoro. Offensively, this will be a straight swap. Klatte will operate down the left-hand side, the youngster. He was started 2 previous games for United. Ngobese teasing Phil Evans. So, straight swap there from Pito Mosimane. Here's Mabedi. Klatte then watching Nzama. This is Kubega. Touch from Ngobese. Crunching challenge there from Richard Ranchi. It's penalized by the referee, Jonas Ntlapo. Free kick then for Kaizer Chiefs. Header there came from I think looks like David Hadebe that got up for that one. It was indeed, but well off target. Ted Dimitri still cuts a cool figure. Tommy Marikach and Pito Mosimane looking on, and Tommy is sporting his headgear there of his church. Hadebe. Spego closed down quickly, and foul goes against him. Spego got a touch. There could be problems. Raselaman is in here, but good awareness from Fernandez off his line quickly. Now Mbesuma. The flag was up for offside against Collins and Mbesuma. They'll need to be very careful about how they play this offside trap, Supersport United, because if Mbesuma slips the trap, there could be problems. But it's problems at the other end as Ranchi pushes forward, finding Williams. Corner. Fekon. Sure where the signal is for a throw-in by the looks of things here. Supersport United have a small band of supporters here, and have getting some vocal support as well from the Celtic faithful. Katza. So too much of it to Asande Ngobese. Only David Khadebe upfield. Ngobese holding it up. That's the Chiefs throw in Mahwa with the header. Philip Evans. Dane Klate's made a run and tries to pick him out there. Well, good work from Mabedi. Arthur Zwane coming into the game more and more in the second half. Here's Khadebe, he's got speed. Khadebe still going. And the decision is a goal kick. The pass there from Zwane. Khadebe couldn't shake off the attentions there of Ricardo Katza. Zwane, Mbesuma. This is Collins and Mbesuma. Great challenge there from Klate. Then Klate there. It's a corner for Kaizer Chiefs. Swane lining it up. King Klatte there guarding the post. Well, the keeper came and but there was a bit of pushing and shoving in the box, spotted by the referee. Spiweb Konza pushing up there. And it's going to be goal kick for Calvin Mullen as we go down to Deshe Batawa.
Well, I think the reason Peter Masimane has made that substitution early on in the second half is Supersport are very strong down this right-hand side, but there certainly wasn't very much happening for them down that right-hand side, and that may have caused just a little bit of imbalance in their form. But Chiefs still looking very, very dangerous, and David Khadebe in particular, who's always got lots of criticism, looking very, very good.
Here's Edward Williams. The angle was a bit tight. Well, yes, indeed, David Khadebe does get through a lot of work, which doesn't get enough credit for. As see that shot from Williams. But still, this game of chess continues. Real tactical battle here, but it's been great attacking football from both sides. Phil Evans clattering into Ngobese. Referee gives nothing. In fact, well, the referee's assistant is signaling that the throw-in should go the way of Chiefs. And is he given a free kick? No, it's only going to be a throw-in. This first half was played at a fantastic pace. No wonder, and of course conditions do allow it for players to run at full speed here. Beauty of a night game. Now here's David Khadebe. Besuma is up there with him, picks him out. Besuma just lost his footing. They've got a corner though, the Chiefs. Khadebe, pinpoint pass to the feet of Besuma. Corner number 5 then for Kaizer Chiefs. More work for Marlon to do here in the set piece situation. Header there as it was Mkonza Mkatsa gets it away. Now chance for Rasilamani to break. Mobedi was there and Ricardo Kata. Pizzo Masimane. I don't know whether he's considering another change. Mobedi under pressure here from Klate. Flag was up for offside against Collins and Besuma. Luyanda Somi having a good chuckle about it. Man from Guguletu. Phil Evans. Support from Tiko Bukwani. Sibego closing him down. Edward Williams. Now Rasilemani allowed to turn. And that's not a good ball at all from Rasilemani. So the goal kick then it is for Kaizer Chiefs. No sign of a change from the Chiefs. Sticking with the same personnel for now. Ranji stealing it there from Ngobese. And now, of course, as I said, no sign of a change from Chiefs. But their substitutes getting off the bench now and about to warm up. But I wonder what Ted Dumitru, what change he would be thinking of making here. Of course, he's got shoes. He's capable of making things happen in midfield, but Gerald Sibego hasn't done too much wrong. Tico tries to pick out Russell Emane. Pressure here, Russell Emane. Oh! Well, some miscommunication between Fernandez and Mabedi there. Could have nearly punished by Russell Emane. Good tenacity here from the Supersport striker. Kept the pressure on. Of course, mistakes can happen. And there you go. Unfortunately, couldn't find the target. The angle was a bit tight. And that was as close as we've come to a goal in the second half. Back line with Ranchi. Tearing down this right-hand side. Well, this youngster is truly something special with his pace, Richard Ranchi. But Supersport, I think, will mark that down as an opportunity missed. Evans. Tico there. Mafigas Bego. Looking to pick out Dane Klatte is in here. Well, I tell you what, that flag was very late. The flag from Reginald Muto was very late. Have a look at this. Was he offside? Look at the assistant in the bottom of your picture. No flag. Now he pulls his flag up. It was way too late. Dane Klatte thought he'd scored his first goal there. That looks like another fine for Pito Musimane. It's a very young side that is assembled here. And really, they've taken a lot of criticism for the way they've played recently, but it's been a good attacking performance from them here today. And there, I just wonder about that decision from Reginald Muto. His flag was very late. I don't know whether it was for a foul or for offside. Here's Tico meantime. Gets a little shove in the back from Mabedi, but now Fernandez looking to go route one as in Besuma. Look to go clear there. I can only suggest that perhaps that flag was for a foul by Klatte. Here's Ranchi. Good skill from Richard Ranchi there, turning Nhlanhla Kubega inside out. Now Zwane's got space down that right-hand side. Klatte goes with him. Nengo Masha. Tico Bukwani comes away with it for United. There's a Chiefs player down. It's David Khadebe. Well, now the voices, the crowd behind the goal of Ron Fernandez have found their voice again. It says Sbego looked to break on his own there. Phil Evans, there's lots of space down this right-hand side. Tico back to Edward Williams, who has a goal. Well, off target there from the former Silver Stars man. Was a winner, of course, Edward Williams of the Coca-Cola Cup last season with, I beg your pardon, not a winner, but was a finalist, a losing finalist with Silver Stars. There they are, some of them are Sokolare there cheering on Matsatsantsa. Fernandez with a goal kick. Free kick for the challenge on Dane Klatte. Here's Ranchi again. Phil Evans. Supersport looking to bring on Bikam Mabalani. Here's Phil Evans, so good ball in. And, after Zwane back helping out. David Khadebe. This is Mbesuma. Still Collins Mbesuma. The angle was a difficult one. Collins Mbesuma looking for his third goal in the Coca-Cola Cup and his 15th in 15 matches. This is his 15th game for Chiefs this season. And getting a sniff at goal doesn't need a second invitation. Shoes Mushrow is also preparing to come on for Chiefs. Meantime, so the Khang Mabalane comes on to replace Richard Ranji. Who, I don't know, that's an interesting call from Peter Musimane, but similar type of player, the Khang Mabalane, a former Coca-Cola Cup winner, of course, with Toma Cosmos, and he will slot in as a direct swap. I'm not sure why Ranchi was pulled off there. I thought he's still looking very dangerous. Miscue there, putting Gak under a bit of pressure, but he does well. So the birthday boy is preparing to come on. Shoes Mushreu on his 39th birthday, preparing to come on. Deshibak Tower, how do you read the changes?
Well, not so long ago, Shoes Mushreu came on and really turned things around for Chiefs. But as you were saying, I think that substitute by Peter Mosimane, the Supersport coach, is very, very interesting. Ranchi was given in Klantla Kubeka a real torrid time as well. So it remains to be seen what these substitutions will do for their respective clubs.
On the floor. It's Chiefs 91 in 27.
So as the change is going to happen now. Gerald Sibego is going to come on. This is another straight swap. Gerald Sibego didn't do too much wrong, didn't do too badly, but this is obviously a tactical change. And on comes John Shoes Mushreu on his 39th birthday. Absolutely amazing. And what can the great man do to change things around here for Chiefs? Flag was up on that side there. Now here's the first touch for the Khang Mabalane. Cross is too close to Rowan Fernandez. A mistake here. And Chiefs recover well. Shoes Mushreu with his first touch. Mbesuma. Still Collins and Mbesuma. Shoes Mushreu in the box. Still Shoes Mushreu. Shoes Mushreu also set out the game against Black Leopards. Now here come United, trying the 1-2 there. Tico and Rasilemani. In fact, it was Rasilemani there trying it with Tico. Ngobese. Mabanani releasing Phil Evans. Dangerous looking ball from Evans. Kuega does well this time. Good work as well from Ngobese and Fisher. Nengomasha. So Ngobese sets off on a run. David Khadebe is in space. Ngobese going it on his own. And a shot! Calvin Mullen pulls off a great save. But Ngobese going it on his own there. Still looking for his first goal this season. Sunday Ngobese. And really, Phil Evans will be happy to see the back of Ashan Ngobese. He has given him a real tough time. They've got a corner to Chiefs. 20 minutes to go. And the header! Besuma it was. Hasn't scored too many goals with his head. Collins and Besuma. trying to recall, I cannot remember him scoring with a header. Generally prefers to blast them into the net. Zambian international. All the way back to Ron Fernandez. See the possession now favoring Chiefs, but ever so slightly. It really has been a tight contest, the type of stuff you want to see in a cup final. And Konza nearly making a mistake there. It's Kaizer with Mbesuma putting pressure on him and forcing a throw in for Chiefs. The block there from Dane Clutter. Besuma, as the cross comes in here, Shoes is in the box. Still Shoes Mushu. Ngobese taking on Phil Evans again. And he wins the corner of Mabalani. Here's a chance. And the defenders do their job. Cyril Nzama. And easy for Marlon this time. Away by Fernandez. Besuma putting pressure on Kaka, who's going to concede a corner. Well, they're coming thick and fast now at the corners for Chiefs. Chiefs showing a bit of urgency now as we approach the last quarter of an hour of the game. Chiefs putting the foot on the pedal a little bit now. Away from the danger area. Ted Dimitri off his bench. Haven't seen him off the bench too many times today. Just having a few words with Kubega there. Ngobese, and guess who's in front of him again? Evans, and he's beaten again. Ngobese, just too many blue jerseys in the way. Well, I can say that little tussle is definitely being won by Asande Ngobese. He's very deceiving. He's actually shown some pace, Hassan Ngobese. Here is Mabalani, good-looking ball in here. And Zama did well. Dane Flatter was bearing down on him. Mabalani hanging a nice ball in there. Throw in just near that corner flag. Edward Williams. Well, Edward Williams has scored once for Supersport United. That came in the first round win over Bush Bucks. A game with Supersport 1-4-1. So he knows how to score in this competition. As I said, he tasted the final before with Silver Stars. Here's Mbesuma, allowed to turn. Problems here! Martin pulls off a stunning save. What a stop from Kelvin Martin, but the danger has not gone yet. Here's Ngobese, Mbesuma, and Marlon to the rescue again. Well, Chiefs are really piling on the pressure now. Supersport look to break now, end-to-end stuff. Mabalani, Kubeka going with him. Finds Sibego in the box. Turns, but it's a 10 shot from Sibego, who is yet to score this season. Hadebe and Zama going with him. It's Zama that takes over. Asante Ngobese is unmarked. David Hadebe is blocked. Well, Ngobese was unmarked. See, sometimes it. And Zama made a very good run for there. They could have picked out Ngobese. But you can really sense the Chiefs are going for the kill here. And anyway will do from Williams. Back line. Little flick. But it's easy enough for Marlon this time. Well, pulled off a great double save there. Calvin Marlon to deny Collins Besuma. Here's Ngobese again. Phil Evans, look out. Still Ngobese taking on Evans. Evans just stands his ground. Now Supersport United really under the cosh here. Mabalani. Evans pushing forward. Space opening up. Nice little ball threaded through by Evans. Ngobese, Mkonza goes with him. Asante Ngobese, Phil Evans is not in position here now. Spiwe Mkonza, there's a chance for Chiefs. And Kaka to the rescue. Well, Peter Musimane may well consider making a change. Phil Evans is looking tired. There's Shibak Tower.
Oh, absolutely. But I tell you what, Chiefs must be wondering what they must do to get a goal. They've done absolutely everything but score. And this man, Skara Ngobese, has really created huge problems for Supersport. They've got to pick him up tight, maybe do a bit of a man-marking job on him, just for maybe the next 5 or 6 minutes or so.
As I tell you, Ngobese definitely a candidate for man of the match. Definitely for my money, the man of the match. He's been outstanding. He has really given Phil Evans a nightmare of an evening here. And Evans is looking decidedly tired now. He was very slow tracking back the last attack. Hadebe looking to turn on the gas again, but running out of pitch. We're into the last 12 minutes. What we're getting is that we have an attendance of 45,000. And an unofficial capacity given is 38. But apparently the stadium can accommodate more than 38. Perhaps it was just a safety measure. But we're hearing that we've got 45,000 people in here. Back to the action in Besuma. Khatebe going with him. Yes. Nangomasha chance here for Chiefs now. Well, still a chance and Besuma scores! It had to be. It is no more than they deserve. And it's him again. Mistake by Kaka. Good quick passing here. And then Besuma from that range will hammer you. And he has hammered United. Good quick thinking here from Chiefs. And well, Calvin Marlon dives out of the way. Chiefs are in the lead. Delight on the bench. And you get a sense that really now that goal could very well have killed off Supersport United's hopes. Collins and Besuma, they've kept him close eye on him, but all he needs is a little gap. And he has punished them with goal number 15, his third of the Coca-Cola Cup. 15th in all competition as Tico goes down. Referee waves play on. 10 minutes to go. Can Supersport United respond as Kaizer puts in a tackle? Well, Chiefs have really been pressing in the last quarter of an hour. They've put them under all sorts of pressure. And well, are they about to get this gorilla off their back? It's no longer a monkey. When they haven't beaten a team for 5 years. Now, I think Tiko Tiko has gone into the book here. Tiko Tiko Bokwane has been booked. So, have a look at what happens here. Tiko Tiko tangling there with the two defenders and then going down there, I think for protesting too much. No, that's protest too much. And Tiko Tiko gets a yellow card for his efforts. But as I said, really, that goal is little more than Chiefs deserved. Rasilemane, good ball in here. Now Nengomasha. Chiefs now need to keep things tight at the back and consolidate. But United must push men forward. Mabalani playing it with Clutter. Haven't seen too much of him since coming on. As he's sent tumbling. Free kick. Zama, the man tripping him up there. And the referee was in close proximity to make the call. So it's a free kick, a chance to get a ball into the box for Supersport United. Time is running out. Is this to be Chiefs' day? For the first time in 9 matches. Haven't beaten them since 1999. They are now just over 7 minutes away from doing it. Phil Evans lining up the free kick for Supersport United. Clatter with a dummy. And now Evans sends it into the stands. He's had a nightmare of a day. Through no fault of his own, he's just been tormented by an informed Asande Ngobese. Chiefs had a player by the name of Skara back in the 80s, Skara Tintwa, who was a handful himself. Ngobese is a player in a different mold, but today he's been outstanding. Goal kick. Here is that man again, Collins Mbesuma. COCA. One mistake that he makes lets Mbesuma in. That's just the way it goes with Collins Mbesuma. Really, one is running out of words to describe what this impact this man is having on the South African game, and particularly for Kaizer Chiefs. Mabalane, pressure from Ngobese. Well, I wonder whether Pitso Musimane may look back at the change of Ranchi and think maybe should have left him out there a little bit longer, because I don't think Mabalane is having quite the impact that Ranchi was. But that's the way it goes. Phil Evans seems to have moved away from the position at right back. Williams now seems to be playing at right back, just to give Phil Evans a bit of a break. Now the chant of Shosholos are going around the ground. Shoes Mushreu, is he about to get a great 39th birthday present in the form of a gold medal in the Coca-Cola Cup final? Chiefs in the final for the 4th time in a row, looking to win it for a 3rd time, but here's Supersport now. Chiefs hold strong at the back. Edward Williams. Williams? Well, he's never been shy to have a go at goal, has he? 7 goals he got for Stars last season. Only 1 so far for Supersport, as I said, which came in the Coca-Cola Cup this very season against Bushbucks. But it... David Khadebe, touch from Shoes Mushreu. Ngobese touching it on from Besuma. Ngobese is wide. Well, he really does deserve a goal, doesn't he? He's done it all today. All that would cap his performance today would be a goal, and he really does deserve one. Dale Stuzinski is going to come on for Phil Evans, and my word, he has deserved this break, but I think it's come too late. Dale Stuzinski, the big striker, on for a defender. Well, Pitso Musimani needs to go for broke. Stuzinski, of course, a runner-up with Manning Rangers in the ABSA Cup last season. Can he come in and cause a bit of drama here? Now Rasilemane closed down Santa Kubega. Long ball forward looking from Besuma. David Kadebe is there with now turning it on for the crowd. Collins and Besuma. Shoes Musheu. Arthur Zwane has got space here. Not a very good first touch from Zwane. And that's going to be a goal kick. We are now into the last 3.5 minutes of time. Bishop Tower, you get the sense that perhaps Chiefs are about to pull off something that has eluded them for 5 years.
Well, to be so, I just think even for a moment their Chiefs thought that they really wouldn't be able to pull it off. But I tell you what, credit to them, they kept plugging away. They had numerous opportunities, didn't take them, and they just kept on going. And Ngobese, for me, the outstanding player on the night.
Well, you look at Russell Amane's miss now and you think it is proving to be rather costly. Fair enough, it wasn't the easiest chance to take, but with the keeper out of his goals, you should expect the striker to hit the target. Now Zwane, great ball through, Besuma's offside. He's done it again, Collins and Besuma. 15 goals now in 15 matches. Here's Mabalane. Chiefs aren't home yet. Oh, Rasilemane. Well, Rasilemane almost cleared that stand with that shot. The stand behind Rowan Fernandez. It's slipping away. We're into the last 2 minutes. Looking to the fourth official, Abdul Ibrahim, to indicate how much time to be added on. Long ball finds Mbesuma. Again, an illustration of Rowan Fernandez's distribution. From the goal kick, manages to find the striker. Time is running out for Supersport United. Is the hoodoo about to be broken? What can they do about it in this last minute and a bit? Well, Stuzinski was in there. Hasn't scored for Supersport United, but he's had a terrible time with injuries, Stuzinski. Now Ngobese will have a bit of fun. He's kept it very disciplined in this game. Not once have I seen him do some of this flashy stuff that he sometimes does. All the flashy stuff that he's done has been with a purpose. Now Mafigas Bego, looking for movement upfield. Rasilemane, still Rasilemane, now Mabalane, lining up in the middle. Stuzinski's in here. And away by Mkonza, spectacularly. Here's Ngobese. Mbesuma. Ngobese. Oh, just took his eye off the ball there. Chiefs are going to make a change to take time off the clock. David Matebula is standing by to come on. Now Zwane. Shoes. Into stoppage time we go. Here's Shoes Mushreu. Good ball in there. David Khadebe must go. Oh my goodness. Still Khadebe. Mbesuma maybe can show him how. Mbesuma cleared off the line by Gata. Well, I don't know. What does one say now? David Khadebe. You know, the sad thing for him is he hasn't had a bad game. Oh, David Kaizer. Poor old David Kaizer. That's all I'll say. Besuma here getting a bit. Oh, what a clearance from Katla. So David Matebula is going to come onto the field. Take a bit of time off the clock here. And he's going to replace. It looks as if it's Kaizer that's coming off. Well, he really hasn't had a bad game. He's actually had a decent game as David Kaizer. But just there we had a chance to wrap it up and really, but it wasn't to be, I'm afraid, for David Kaizer. So he's going to make way for another David. It's Matebula, who had a goal in the game last week against Black Leopards in the 3-0 win. But it's a corner for Chiefs and Gobesa to take. No one in attendance, and it's just overcooked, that one. 2 minutes to be added. That's all that Supersport will have. We've already played a minute and a half. Chiefs on their way to their third Coca-Cola Cup title. And they will keep the trophy, of course, and beg another check for 2 million rand. This is their fourth final. They've lost the 3 previous ones. Yes, Russell in here. Easy enough for Fernandez as they hit it straight at him. There it is. A trophy will have a permanent address at Naturena if things stay this way. Here's Russell again. Just a bit over elaboration yet. And finally, free kick goes against Supersport United. It's offside flag there for against Tiko Bukwani. So we've had 2.5 minutes. Jonathan Tlapo has a look at his watch. Ryan Fernandez starts, restarts. Long ball looking for Shubs. Let's just keep the ball at this end of the field. Chiefs will look to keep the ball at this end of the, no hurry at all. Ted Dumitru. Is he about to retain the Coca-Cola Cup? Jonathan Tlapo blows his whistle, and Kaizer Chiefs have won the Coca-Cola Cup for the 3rd time in 4 years. And the hero is Collins Mpesuma. They have broken a 5-year hoodoo, and it took that man, Mpesuma, to do it again. Who else would it be? They have silenced Matatanta. Let's go down to Teshe Baktawa, who's got Ted Dumitru with him. Well, we'll go to Teshe in a moment. You can see how much it means to them. Ngobesa was outstanding. He was absolutely superb. Mpesuma, well, what more do you say about the man? 15 goals in 15 matches for Kaizer Chiefs. He said he's going to score 40 at this rate. He probably will. It's ended. Kaizer Chiefs won, Supersport United 0.
About because we didn't have a strong opposition.
Quite honestly, Ted, how are you feeling now?
We deserve the cup. I think it's going to be with us forever. And that's
Thanks, Joe. Yes, Ted, sorry. You've really, for long periods in the game, there was visions of that Super 8 final. You had so many opportunities, didn't take them.
Yes, if you remember the previous game we played, Super 8, the same situation. This time we closed all the channels. We didn't allow them to put pressure in a goal scoring area. And I think the score should have been at least 5 goals. I don't know why there's such a big noise about, we've been called childish, and I think Pito has learned the lesson.
Thanks, Ted, and well done today.
Thank you.
Okay, Ted Dimitri, I tell you what, really impressive performance by our Chiefs there. But Robert and Sparks will be back just after the break.
Okay, on the floor. They want to do flare moment after the presentation. Okay.
Celebrating the flow of African COCA. Yeah, cheers. Yes. I'll show you full. And now, the referees are getting their medals, followed by Supersport United getting their silver from the CEO, Mr. Trevor Phillips, together with the Premier of Free State. He said, congratulations to you as well, Supersport United. Going home with the 1 million rand. You guys have done good, lucid and visible. Getting your silver. I see Kevin Marlin collecting that silver from the CEO, Mr. Trevor Phillips. I see number 36, Suzuki, getting that Mahoa as well. Just number 13. Oh, Tiane, 27. You guys have done good. You guys are the best. 12, Mabalane, getting that silver as well. Yes. That's all. Number 25, Williams, getting that silver. Silver for Supersport. S. Supersport. Silver. Ayachis. Crossing the line, number 18. Getting that silver. Yeah. That's how we do. Coca-Cola can. Ayachis. Isu cheese. Ayachis. Real passion. Real flame. Ayachis. Congratulations to Supersport United. You guys here, Chaser, you are hot. And congratulations to you, Mr. Pito Simon, for reaching this far. You're just Sababa. He's Supersport, He's Supersport, Cheese. Silver for Supersport. Supersport for silver. And now the officials and the technical team connecting silver for Supersport. Supersport for silver. Silver for Supersport. And medium brand for Supersport. Ayachis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the champions, Kaizer Chiefs. Gold. Marcus Gold. Patrick, Mabedi, the captain. Getting gold. Zidane Coco Dama. Scala Commerce. Tata Kumega, David Khatebe. Tiki, whoa. David Franzman as well. Sibego, Lima Tebuna. Gold for Amakosi, gold. Gold for the gold and plan. Gold for Kaizer Chiefs, gold. Atazona getting that gold. Kaponga Musasa, Rowan Fernandez. Yachis. Number 9, Collins Kusuma, connecting the goal. John Shoes Michel. I see Junior Gani in the suit. And the rest of the players, Cheese, Coca-Cola car, celebrating the flow of African COCA. And now, assistant coach, Ace Kaizer, getting that gold. Ted Dimitri, the coach, the technician, getting that gold as well. Congratulations to you, coach. You have done good. Ayachis. Gold for Kaizer Chiefs. Gold for Amakosi. Gold. Ayachis, the team manager as well. Mr. Bobim Tawu, getting that gold. Ayachis. Coca-Cola car. For the third time, ladies and gentlemen, Kaizer Chiefs are the champions of the Coca-Cola Cup. And Pima fun in the PRO, getting that gold as well. Ayachis is a cheese. Real trophy, real team, real passion. Ayachis. Time for pussy. Time for woman. Coca-Cola car. Coca-Cola car. Calling the captain, Patrick Mabedi, to come. It's big, it's silver. It's 1-2 million. The COCA Cup back to Kaizer Chiefs. We are
Thanks, Robert. Yes, of course, the man that provided all the flair moments today, Skara Ngabese. Skara, what would you say if I said you won that game for Chiefs?
Actually, I think the credit must go to all my teammates, and I think like today we played a better side. I think Supersport, they play like us, they play carpet football. But what I could say, thanks to my teammates and thanks to the technical staff and the management for believing in me. I think for now, when I say Supersport, they play a football game too.
Something must have happened. You've come out of your shell and you really turned in a 5-star performance tonight.
I think I've been playing all around the part. I wasn't playing with the good players, but I think now since I'm with Kaizer Chiefs, I'm around with good players. So that's when my potential comes out, and then I think I'm good at Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay, Skara, well done tonight. Feroz from Coca-Cola is going to present you, of course, with a check for 5,000 Rand and a lovely trophy, and of course that number 10 shirt that he's won tonight. Skara, well done.
Thanks, Tesh. I think it's for the second time. Thanks for it again and again.
Thank you very much. And of course, I've got Peter Mosimane with me. A disappointed-looking Peter.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed with the play. First, I'd like to congratulate Skara. I think he did well. He caused a little bit of trouble on us. And it was a good advert for football. I haven't seen my team play so well, you know. We gave account for ourselves and it was good. But Deshi, I want to say something. On Friday, I spoke about the officials. That I hope we have good match officials for that. I like when you give other people a chance to empower the referees. But let's be honest, there's a handball inside the box. You'll show it and you'll see it. One is a handball. Two, Dane Clade was not offside. He was never offside. And the scoreboard at that time is 0-0. Decisions like this, let the public judge. And those decisions, they cost the company $1 million. They cost us our careers, and they bring misery to the players. But the goal was, if it could have gone my way, that's 1-0 and the game is finished. I hope Jerome could have been here. We'd have given another penalty of the ball inside the box. And please, man, you know, let's be honest. I'm happy. I'm okay. I will congratulate Chiefs. I'll even come to the function. But this was a very diabolic decision, and that cost the company money, and it's bad refereeing. I spoke about the referees on Friday. I'm not upset because we lost. I'm a gentleman. I can take it.
Peter, just looking at those substitutions, your two wide men, what was the thinking behind that?
Oh, well, a good substitution of Dane Clade. That's why he scored. Never mind the officials, they said it's not a goal. It was a good substitution. Ranchi got a little bit tired, and we got Mabalani on the right to run over. And I think we made a good decision by changing Phil Evans with Williams on the right, and he got stabilized. But to be honest, I think we won the game. If that goal was allowed, Chief would never come back.
Skara Ngabese really troubled you.
Yes, Skara did well. That's why I said congratulations to him. He's a good football player. He caused troubles on the left. Hence, our defense was not arranged properly on that time. But this is glamour. That doesn't mean anything. You know what? The matter is what? It's on the goal. The handball there. That's why officials Daniel Bennett and Jerome are so important to cup finals. It costs us money, it costs us misery. I mean, please.
Okay, thanks, Peter. Bad luck tonight.
Thanks.
Okay. Peter Mosimane, they're visibly upset with some of the refereeing decisions, but I'm sure old Sparks and Robert will tell you more.